What is up, guys? Welcome back to the $1 Million Challenge, where I start off with $1 and I'm trying to work my way up to $8 million. Today on the challenge, we are sitting on day 275 and we're going to do 4 days of playthrough today. So the balance is at $1,865 on day 275, which is a pretty big drop off from the last episode. A few reasons for that. The first one is I don't include futures bets from the sports betting. So I'd placed a decent amount of futures bets. I'd follow somebody else's bets and just tail them. There's a link to his page in my Discord server if you want to follow him as well. But he placed a bunch of futures bets with like the NBA season coming up and stuff. So I did place a lot of bets in the futures market. So I don't include those in the current bankroll just because I can't really use that money. It's locked up probably for like, I don't even know how long NBA is. I don't watch NBA at all, but probably 8 months or something if I had to take a guess. So I don't include that in the actual bankroll until that either, cashes out or it just disappears, right? If I lose the bet. And then I also lost some bets too. So there's a little mix of both there. Bitcoin's going down a little bit. Pretty good recently. It's been dropping. So the bankroll did drop a little bit, but not too bad. Our 1% profit goal for today is going to be $18.65. And then for our stop loss for this episode, I'm going to be doing 2% instead of 4%. I'm going to try something a little bit different because I feel like when I go down like past 2%, I rarely ever come back. So I'm going to try to change that up a little bit today. We're going to see if it helps us out, at least maybe make the losses a little bit smaller. But let's hop into it. All right, so I'm copying. This is day 11 of my challenge. I'm copying the same bets I did on day 11 since I was on a really good win streak. So this is the bet size amount, $8.38. That was relative to what I was using back then. It's like proportional to the current bankroll. And then this is our 2% stop loss instead of a 4% stop loss. So it's a little bit smaller than usual. See if it helps us out today. Honestly, with this strategy, it might actually hurt us. We'll see though. Because this one has a lot of doubling up. I get some losses. But I'm doing my typical dice strategy where I try to roll over 25. If we hit the green, we're good. If we hit the red, we try to hit the green again, and then we double up and try to get one win. So let's get started here. Okay, there's 2 wins. And I think I got halfway to the profit goal and I switched games. So we're going to try to get halfway to the profit goal. There's our first loss. We get a win there, so I'm going to double this up. We hit that. All right, I'm going to bring us back down to the base bet. And let's flip this after getting some wins. And that's halfway to the profit goal. So we're going to hop into one more game and try to finish off the day. Okay, so now we're hopping into the wheel. And what I did in that video that I'm copying right now is we took all of our winnings and we did a bet. So this is 30 segments on low risk. Pretty risky, but hopefully we can hit this. Pretty high chance of hitting this. Okay, there's 1 win there. There's 2 wins. 1 more maybe. There it is. There's a 1% profit goal. We get the 1.5x. Very lucky. We needed $18.65. We got another $1 extra. So we'll take the extra winnings. I'm gonna enter that in the sheet and we'll move on to the next day. All right, so day 275 was a win. We got $19.75 in profit. Moving on to day 276, we're sitting at $1,872, which makes our 1% profit goal $18.72. And then our stop loss is $74.87. I'm gonna divide that by 2. Since that's the $4 or the 4% stop loss, I'm just gonna divide that by 2. Let's hop into it. All right, coming into mines, I'm gonna reset the live stats here, and I'm doing a proportional bet, just like I said in the last strategy. I'm just copying what I did in the last. This is episode 4, so we're gonna copy. I think this is day 11. Yeah, I think it's day 11. Day 12. Copying day 12. All right. So what I need to do is I have this bet size of $5.08, proportional to what I did previously. We got 3 mines. I'm gonna go for 3 clicks. I gotta get 4 wins doing this. So let's see what we can do here. Just try to get 3 clicks. Okay. There's 1 there. So every time we get a win, it's $2.43 profit. That's pretty good. Gotta get 4 of these. Okay, there's our second win. I'm gonna pick random. See, okay, I shouldn't have done that. All right, let's double this up and see if we can come back from this. Okay, let's cash that out. I'm gonna bring this bet size back down to $5.08. And we hit another bomb. Okay, let's double this back up. Okay. Still need to get 4 wins total, like, you know, progressive. So we have 2 wins. Okay, there's one. We need 1 more win. Should be good, and we'll move on to a different game. We can just make this easy. There it is. Okay. There's 4 wins on mine, so we're gonna hop into another game. Okay, so now we're coming into blackjack. When I originally did this, that I'm copying, I was on the originals, but I'm not playing the originals. We're gonna play some live dealer blackjack. Since our bankroll is bigger, when I did this originally, I didn't have a big enough bankroll to be playing. I only had $18 in my bankroll, so we have a lot more now. So I'm gonna take this to live blackjack, and hopefully it's better than the originals blackjack. This is speed blackjack too, so gotta keep that in mind. 17, not the greatest, but we're gonna stand on that. We gotta get 2 wins on $5. That's the goal. All right, let's see what she got here. 12, and she busts. Okay, nice. So we need 1 more win. Let's see if we can pull this off. Run it back with another $5 bet. It'd be really nice just to get a nice, quick second win here and then call it a day, you know? Yeah, the originals blackjack did us so dirty the past couple episodes. I think blackjack's like really got us some big losses. Okay, not liking that 4. Can we get something like a 7? Oh, that's tough. Okay, we're gonna hit that though. Have to against. Okay, that guy took the king, and we bust. Okay, we're gonna run it back. I'll come back in a second whenever this hand's over. All right, I'm doing a $10 hand. I just don't want to be playing forever, so we'll see if we can get a win here. It'd be really sick. Come on, we got a 6. Okay, we have an 8. It's not terrible. Yeah, it's just a hit. Okay, we get a 10. I take that all day. Okay, okay. I'll take an 11. Give us a 10 now. Give us a 10 now, please. Oh. Oh, that's tough. 13 against a 5 is a stand. Keep it. Play by the book. And we got it. I saw the live stats bump up. Nice. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna enter that in the sheet. I'll be right back. All right, so day 276 was a win. We got $19.29. Moving on to day 277, we're sitting at $1,891, which makes our 1% profit goal $18.91. And then our stop loss is going to be $75.64 divided by 2 to keep it at 2%. Let's hop into it. Okay, so we got our stop loss divided by 2, so we only have 2% of our bankroll as stop loss. And on day 13, I believe it is. Yeah, day 13, I played Dragon Tower and then basically lost a bunch of money, came right back. So then I went into dice. So I'm just gonna skip the Dragon Tower because I don't like Dragon Tower. So we're gonna try this again, proportional bet size to what I did in that video. So we get $5.76. And we're doing the same dice strategy again. We'll see if this works. I don't know. We gotta do this for the whole day though. That's the thing. It's asking a lot. We only have 2% of the stop loss to use, or the bankroll as a stop loss. So the first one's a loss, second one's a win. We're gonna double this up, bring us back down, and there's another loss. Okay, let's double this up. I'm gonna flip this. Okay, I'm gonna flip this again after getting some small hits. All right, we need 1891. That one barely hit. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we need like 2 more wins here. There's a loss. Double this up. Okay. Come on. We need this to hit. Okay. Oh man, we just can't get that last win. Okay. Dude, every time we're in that last win, I'm scared we're gonna get a bunch of losses now. Yup. Yup. Gonna double this up again. It's a big bet. Hits. Bring us back down. Hits again. Okay. Let's flip this. We need... Okay, we're pretty close. We need like 50 cents. Let's just do this. Let's be, you know, let's do 50-50. Just try to martingale it. This can get crazy. Please just hit. Oh my gosh, dude. No way. Oh my gosh, dude. I gotta do an all-in bet. Yeah, that's so stupid. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, we only used 2% of stop loss though. So, yeah. Dang, man. I want to chase that so bad. We're gonna cut our losses. We're gonna cut our losses. Gotta be disciplined. All right, we just lost 2% of the bankroll. Not terrible. Way better than losing 4%. Just for the sake of it, though, if I did chase that, I was gonna pull out more money and do one more double up. Let's see if it would hit on a $0 bet. Watch this hit. Okay, it didn't hit. All right, I feel way better now. I feel way better. Okay. All right, I'm gonna enter that sheet. We'll move on to the last day for the video. All right, so day 277 was a loss. We lost $37.82, 2% of the bankroll. So really, we got 2 wins so far in this video, and we got 1 loss, which is only 2% of the bankroll. So we, right now, just kind of broke even on everything. So moving on to day 278, last day for the video here, we're gonna be going for $18.61, copying day 14 of the challenge. Our 1% profit goal is $18.61, and our stop loss is gonna be $74.46 divided by 2 to make it 2%. Okay, so hopping into the website here, I'm gonna reset the live stats. This one is, the strategy was a little bit nuts. I don't know how I like this. We're gonna try it though. Basically, we're gonna be doing a $4 bet on Keno low risk. We got 10 tiles selected, and we'll see if we can make some money. I feel like these are pretty big bets, and it's very easy to get some losses. We need at least 2 tiles to get any sort of profit. I guess the idea with this too, oh man, the idea with this too, wow, this is really not working out well. Geez, I know Keno's risky, but like, you know, these are, I'm on low risk. It should be some pretty small hits. But the idea is to get like, if you get like 5, 6, 7 of these, which is kind of a lot on low risk, but you get a pretty good payout. So it's not looking too hot though. It is not looking too hot. I was hoping this would be a little bit nicer to us, but yeah, it's pretty tough. There's a really good hit, 3.5x. Okay. That's tough. I'm gonna double this up to $8. I know that's a lot. Okay. Oh man, I feel like the longer I play this though, the higher chance I have of burning this money. Yeah, this is very high risk. Probably not the best move. I'll do one more bet and then we'll get out of here. Yeah, I think it's time to get out of here. Let's do some like 50-cent bets on maybe like medium risk, high risk maybe. I'm deviating from the plan. I probably shouldn't be doing this. Probably shouldn't be doing this. Let's do a couple. Let's do a couple bets. We would need at least like 4. Yeah, we need at least 4 to get anything. 13x, okay, that's pretty nuts. All right. We would need another pretty big hit, but I don't want to run this too long. I'll run this down to $20. Last bet here. Okay. Well, that's pretty rough. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go back and I'm gonna do blackjack. I think we're just gonna end the video off with a bang here. I'll do a little bit of blackjack. See how this goes. See how this goes. I don't remember what table I was just on earlier, but I did like that table. We'll just hop in here. Okay. Here we go. I think I'm just gonna do 2 bets. We got a new dealer coming in. Okay, cool. Let's just yeah, we'll do 2 bets. Pretty much like 2 all-in bets, and then we'll call it there. All right, we're coming into blackjack. I'm gonna do 2 all-in bets pretty much. We have $20 to work with. This first one here, I'm just gonna try. We'll do 17 just to try to get even. And then if we don't hit this one, we'll just call it a day. So, see if we can get lucky. We got to get at least 2 wins. I'm gonna try to win this one and win 1 more. But if we lose this first one, we'll just call it. I'm not gonna mess around with $5. Also, the martingale was very stupid. You know, shouldn't be martingale. I think I had a blackjack. That's nice. Oh, we got a 15. That's tough. Well, we might just bust here. Okay, got an 18. We'll stand. But yeah, the martingale on dice, trying to get that like last 50 cents. Stupid move, man. Sometimes I think it's gonna be easy. Martingale always sounds promising, but it will cook you. It will definitely cook you. It's proof of it right there. And we lost. Okay, I'm gonna call it there. We got $3 left, and I'm not gonna mess around with $3. Cut our losses. So I'm gonna enter that into the Excel sheet, and we'll wrap up the video. All right, so day 278 was a loss. We lost $34.20. Not even quite 2% of our bankroll. Cut it a little bit early. But, you know, we got 2 days of losses today. And it was only, I guess, technically 4% of the bankroll in total instead of 8%. If we would have got, you know, I would use the entire stop loss, I would have lost double that. So, you know, that's why I tried lowering the stop loss to 2%. Still losing day overall. We lost $32.98 on gambling today, and then on the entire bankroll we went down $37, so an extra like, what is that, $4 just from sports betting, some future. I already placed the futures bets like I said, so I didn't really like lose that money per se. I'm just not counting it. And then Bitcoin changed a little bit. Actually, I guess Bitcoin stayed flat through the whole episode over the 4 days, but yeah, I mean, does kind of hurt, but it's not honestly a better stop loss than losing 8%. I'd rather lose, I guess no, we didn't lose. We lost 4%, we gained 2%, so I went down 2% of the bankroll, I think, right? Am I doing that correctly? No, we went down, yeah, I only went down 2%. Okay, yeah, only lost 2% of the bankroll, so not terrible, definitely staying stagnant. These wins, you know, I was like right here, we got 4 losses already, and I'm really trying to copy what this looks like. But those strategies, I must have just got super lucky in the beginning of this challenge, which is cool, man. I'm not gonna complain about it, but I always just hope to get that same green streak every time I try to copy these old strategies. But you know, sometimes they're difficult. I guess overall too, just to look at our graph, yeah, we've been very flat for a while now, and we're starting to go down a little bit, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Like I said, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. We'll pivot maybe in the future a little bit, try to figure out, like I said in the last episode, I'm really gonna try to come up with a way more in-depth strategy that has like a higher success rate potentially. I'm gonna really like play around with like some numbers and come out with like a dead set, like hard plan. But until then, just gonna keep copying my old strategies. I got my test in like 3 weeks, so I'm hoping after that I could just focus on this challenge more and lock in. But thank you guys for your support. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. I did like lowering the stop loss, trying to adapt, change things a little bit along the way, see what works, what doesn't work. Still learning. That's, you always be learning. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment with any suggestions or thoughts. Join the Discord if you haven't already, and don't gamble. It's a losing game in the long run. But I will see you guys in the next episode. All right, peace.